Kia ora, Billie. Welcome to the Dunedin Stories podcast.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
I'm really pleased to have you, and I feel like we've already recorded it, unfortunately,
I know.
in the B-roll, which wasn't happening. But I think this is going to be a real treat for our community to learn more about you.
I hope so.
So would you like to introduce yourself and tell them who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Billie, and I own Birthday Box. So essentially we are a children's birthday party company, but with a bit of a difference. We really are passionate about, I say we, it's just me, but I use the royal we.
Yeah, that's allowed. You had multiple personalities when you run a business.
I mean, you have to.
So there is a we element.
I've got phone voice me, I've got, emailing me.
Yeah.
We're all different.
Yeah.
So we really believe in affordability.
Right.
And delivering a really high quality product, but at a really affordable price.
Nice.
Which I think is just really important, today when things are actually really tough. So it's just giving parents a cheaper alternative and
to doing it yourself.
Absolutely.
Which is hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
If you're working full time, you've got 1 or 2 kids,
Yeah.
you don't want to be running all around town trying to find, the shop's out of that, I need to go back over to the warehouse. Now we've got Kmart, amazing, helpful, but car parking, nightmare. So just let me do it for you. I've created all these themed boxes, so they come with everything that you need for a party. I pack it all up, you tell me how many people are coming, what the theme is, I get everything and deliver it to you.
Fabulous.
I know. Well, I think so.
Yeah. Well, we've ascertained that you're not a capitalist, but you would like to be in business.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not all of people in business will have a yacht. I too am on that list. It's okay.
We could share a dinghy.
Oh, we can. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll hold one of the...
We'll have one each.
Yeah.
We'll just go around in circles.
So what was your career pathway, Billie? How did you end up finding yourself running this awesome wee business?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, because there's not a lot that I haven't done, which it does sound like a bit of a red flag because I've had so many different jobs, but I've never been fired. I worked at Placemakers in Queenstown. I worked at Lone Star. I've done a lot of hospo work. Lots of coffee making. I have been a drama teacher. I've done lots of promo work. What else have I done? I mean, just kind of, I like to throw my hat in the ring for anything.
Nice.
And just give it all a go. And I feel like that's how you kind of find what you enjoy doing, by just doing a really vast multitude of jobs. I would never have thought that I'd work in Placemakers and sell boxes of screws, but you know what, it was one of the most fun jobs, and I learned a heap. I could tell you all about jib. Really.
And paint?
Oh yeah,
I
love it. I love mixing paint. So much fun. But I don't know how I ended up here. I think a lot of my jobs kind of revolved around kids. I did a lot of early childhood relief work, and I just love being around kids. My mum's an amazing teacher back in Queenstown, and I think I've just always been really inspired by her and how she is with kids and the difference that she makes and all those amazing teachers make. So I've just really enjoyed it. And then I've always loved putting on parties for myself.
Yes.
Planning my 21st.
I knew there was something.
A month-long extravaganza trying to put that together. So I've just kind of combined the two and thought, these are two things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And if it takes a bit of stress off some busy parents, and I enjoy doing it, let's make that happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
And are you bringing in gear for these parties, or are you supporting local businesses, or are you making your own? Are you a crafty person as well? Creative?
I'd love to be a crafty person. I am all about supporting local and supporting small. I think that's really important. I'm kind of trialing a few different suppliers at the minute, so I'm kind of going a bit from everywhere and pulling them in, seeing what's best, and then price versus quality and what we can really make happen. But I'd love to be a little bit more ethical. I do a lot of balloon work, which I really enjoy. Obviously not as sustainable as I'd like, so I'm really trying to find some eco balloons.
But come on, we still want to have fun.
But we still want balloons. I know. Well, that's it. So definitely into supporting local, supporting small, and then trying to match that up with the price that we offer. So still a work in progress, nailing down those suppliers, but we're getting there.
What's your sweet spot? What's the age and stage and maybe the size of party?
Yeah,
Do you have one?
we've had a lot of first birthdays.
Oh,
Very fun. I just did one for my daughter the other month, actually.
Yeah.
Crazy how fast they grow. And they're really fun.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that parents tend to go the biggest on because
wow,
it's the
because
first
the parents
one.
have the most fun. Probably,
Yeah, exactly. And you're celebrating yourself, aren't you? You've got through a year. So I do love doing those, and they do tend to be quite extravagant, which is really fun. But yeah, I mean, we can cater up to however many people you've got. So I always say our boxes, the price is capped.
Yeah.
So no matter if you've got 5 people or 105 people, like our price will always be $55 for a box.
Right.
And we can just make that happen.
Fabulous.
Yeah. I
That's
think
great.
everyone deserves to party.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And that sort of leads me to my next question. What is your future vision? Are you looking to extend this to parties, maybe for businesses or for adults?
Totally.
Themed parties, Star Wars and mob wives and who knows
talking my
what those
language.
parties could be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to get into that, and we are kind of slowly breaking into that market. So we've done a few balloon installs for businesses.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which is really cool. I did a one for Athlete's Foot. They had a corporate evening, and so we did a big balloon install outside the door. And it just looked really cool. And
Nice.
we did one for the candy floss machine that's in the Meridian, the new one.
Yes, I saw that the other day. Took a
Yes.
shot, sent it to my daughter, said,
It's pretty cool, eh?
It is.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, and I need to.
Yeah.
So I do love doing those
Yeah.
corporates.
Yeah.
And then, we've got lots of stuff for older parties and our disco light, dance floor light. Really fun.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and more than happy to kind of break into those.
Great.
That market.
Okay.
I love a dress up party.
Well, I'm 50 soon. I'm thinking of a
Hey.
theme. I've got a few different ideas,
Well,
whether
let
it's
me know.
rock stars or midwives or whatever it might be. So I'll be in touch.
Well, that's the thing. We do party games and add-ons and things like that that you can always add on to a box. And I just think it kind of helps parents fill in the time as well. They're like, oh, I've got to pass the parcel. Who wants to wrap a pass the parcel? Well, me, I do.
Brilliant.
Or
And do you
a-
put the little sweets in each layer and make sure,
Yeah.
we inspirational
Big fan.
quotes?
Yeah,
or
a
things.
little mantra for you.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Yeah, so I think it's just all about just ease and accessibility
Yeah.
and just taking some of that stress off because it is stressful.
Yeah. it
And
is.
planning, it actually got the idea from my mum
Yeah.
when
Your
she-
mum's featured twice already.
I know. Well, she's a very
Shout
cool
out to
lady.
Mum.
Shout out LEG. Yeah, she's really cool. But she said, oh, your parties when you were kids really stressed me out. She said, I was working full time. I had 2 kids and I hate planning parties. I'm not good at it. And I kind of thought, oh, well, I really like it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it was born.
Beautiful.
And then it's really exciting to see where it's going.
That's nice.
Who knows?
I love it. So we'll rewind a little bit. You sort of alluded to it earlier that you're not necessarily from Dunedin. What's your story? Where did you start?
Yeah, I was born and bred Queenstown girl.
Nice.
So I love it down there. Don't love the mountains, not a ski bunny.
Hopefully they have some snow by now.
Yeah.
We're recording this on 31st of July and we're
Yeah.
hopeful they've had some massive
Little
dumps
bit.
and
Hopefully.
some tourism happening. But
Yeah.
we like to be cosy in our
We definitely
warm
do.
houses.
I'm more than happy just to kind of sit in the base building with a mulled wine and a cheese roll.
Yeah.
I'll watch them.
Nice.
Yeah, so we moved down here probably in 2021.
Right.
I followed my partner.
Okay.
We kind of weren't dating at the time, but he said, oh,
Were you stalking him?
I was just stalking him. I just didn't give him an opportunity. He said, oh, I think I'm going to go down to Dunedin. And I said, oh, yeah, I'll come too. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's my bag.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. And then, still
He couldn't
happening.
shake you off,
I
and
know, and
then-
now we've got a baby.
Oh. That is a lovely
I know.
story.
Yeah, it was really funny. We actually met in Placemakers.
Oh,
so
nice.
he was a
Yeah.
customer and I worked behind the desk.
Better than meeting at the bar, I think.
Well, it's a fun story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nice. And Dunedin's home now. Does it feel like you've found your roots?
It definitely does.
Yeah.
I've always loved Dunedin. always loved, we used to holiday in Karatane every summer.
Yeah.
So my little special place. And it was really exciting because Queenstown was so teeny tiny. Dunedin was just the big city.
Wow.
Like I think we had a warehouse and that was it.
Yes.
And you guys had a Kmart.
Yeah. And now it's completely flipped, and
Yeah,
Queenstown
I
has the
know.
most phenomenal shopping districts, not just one.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So loved coming to Dunedin. And I always thought if I'm going to move out of Queenstown, it'll be to Wellington or to Dunedin. And my brothers ended up in Wellington and I've ended up in Dunedin.
Right. Wow. I think you've got the better option there. But, I'm very one-eyed, so that's awesome. I love that. And do you think Dunedin offers you anything special in your business, being able to support you in that?
Definitely. I think probably number one is the community. It's very supportive and welcoming. And I think it's not rare in New Zealand, but it does feel special in Dunedin. And it's really fun as a business owner to navigate your way through that and meet all these different groups of people and them to kind of just like raise you up and support you. I think that's very special about Dunedin.
Yeah, no, I agree. Have you found any particular organisations or legends at this point in time that you want to do a shout out to that have helped you with your business? Or
I think it really is just everyone who's kind of taken a chance on us.
Nice.
And you know, people who haven't heard of us but maybe seen our post or seen a story and gone, oh yeah, could you help me out with this? And just taking a chance because we are a small business. We're still quite new. So I really appreciate when people do that. And I just feel really kind of honoured to be a part of those special days because, you know, like first birthdays, fifth birthdays, they're all special, but those milestone ones, it's like, thank you for kind of letting me be a part of that and helping out.
That's nice. Well, hopefully this contributes to that and gets you some more success perhaps with some business
That'd be great.
orientated events.
Getting into the corporate side of it would be really fun.
So it's sort of a combo, isn't it? It's an online marketing challenge, but also people will of course go to your website and learn about you first, so you've got to make sure that your digital presence is solid. But you also have to bring the life on the day, don't you? So it's a
hard juggle sometimes.
Yeah, it is a combo. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's the thing, keeping up kind of your online presence and making sure that you're content creating and pushing stuff out, but then you don't want to be too pushy and too forceful, but
I wonder if there's something coming around innovation and the opportunity for you to design and deliver online parties, Zoom parties.
Well, listen, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No.
Here we go.
We should talk about something after
We'll note this down.
I was just sort of wondering around, because usually I ask questions around innovation and you know, what's changing in the industry. But, I mean, probably expectations from people are wildly outrageous, let's just say.
Well, I mean, it is an exciting time for the industry because this is the time where kind of parents are doing the most and parties are the most extreme, which is really cool, but it's also like, whoa, that's intense if you don't like have the funds to back up a $400 balloon display plus prezzies plus food for everyone plus decorations, you know.
We're not having a wedding, folks.
No, well, some people, it's that level, you know. I've heard of
I don't get invited to that.
No, neither do I. We're not part of that social circle. I've heard of parents sending out present lists for their child's birthday, what they want and what shop it's from. So
I laugh, but inside I'm dying silently.
I know, we've kind of hit that stage.
Wow.
But yes.
No offence to anybody that does
also,
that.
let's just double think about that.
Yeah.
You know, do you need to? So we probably offer a different route into that and still kind of delivering that high standard of beautiful like balloon work and a setup and everything, but probably at a fraction of the cost. So it's really exciting because things are really huge. And yeah, quite bougie, which is I'm all about. But bougie on a budget.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think that's my life motto.
I tried to segue away from talking about business, but I see that's going to be a common theme for us. But we do like to explore people's desires of where to go to eat and where to hang out and things like that.
Absolutely.
Especially from newish bees, because us oldies can become very stale and only go to the same old, same old. So where's your go-to for a friend and a lunch date?
I love the Duck out in McAndrew Bay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we go there like every weekend, take the baby, and it's so cute. And my partner's a bit of a coffee snob,
right?
And they do very good coffee. And the park's right next door, and then you've got the beach and
baby friendly, obviously.
Yeah. And
that's
the food's
fab.
really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about if you manage to find a babysitter and you're going out for a lovely intimate evening with this gentleman that you've
seems like a
managed to
faraway dream. Yeah, I mean, there are a few new places that I want to try. I've got a list on my phone that I haven't been to yet. But I mean, you can't beat like Esplanade or Starfish. We did have a really nice meal in Starfish the other day, but I'd booked it on graduation night. And I said, it's all right because I've booked it for 7, so we're all good. And I got there and all the tables were full. And I said, excuse me, I have made a reservation. And he said, you made it for 7 a.m. Who was booking in for 7 a.m.?
Oh, pizza at 7 a.m. Pizza and barista. Are they even open at 7 a.m.?
Well, exactly. But they did find us a table and it was delicious.
Excellent. Well, that's good.
So yeah, big fan of that St. Clair area.
No, it's a common feature in these Dunedin stories. Yeah.
It is. Oh, also the Mustang. Have you heard of Mustang
in
Milton?
No, in Milton.
In Milton.
It's a long way out. But and I don't think it's in the Dunedin region. I think that's actually Balclutha.
Oh well, we won't talk about
but it. But no, please do share. What is Mustang?
It's very cool. It's like a 50s diner, and they've decked it out completely. Like all the ceiling is covered in records. The menus are like record covers.
Yeah.
And they do like the
50s music.
100%. They do karaoke.
In 50s?
Well, I don't know. In the store.
Come on, we need some 80s.
Yeah, definitely.
Very
cool.
Thank you. No,
highly rec.
Absolutely not aware of that whatsoever.
Well, there you go.
It sounds like a great place to
have a
themed party.
Oh, yes, they do events actually. I've noted that down. They can rent out the space.
Yeah.
It's very funky.
Yeah, that's great. What about if there ever is a moment in time when you want some quiet time, which I doubt there is many times, sensing how bubbly and awesome you are. But if you did want to get away and just have some alone time, where's somewhere in Dunedin that you escape to that gives you that peace and serenity?
I love a bit of peace and serenity. Do you know what I do sometimes when the baby falls asleep in the car? I just do it on repeat. It's a loop through the back of Tomahawk, so I go kind of past the beach, up where there's that new development. I think it's called Sunset something. It's
go past
amazing.
the gun towers and up there.
Up, and then you kind of get onto that road by the peninsula and you turn left. I had to check my left and right.
Mount Cargill?
It could be.
Yeah.
I'm awful at geography. I failed.
Me too, it's all right.
Somewhere up high. And then loop back down through Shield Hill.
Yeah.
And I just do that. I think my record is about 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, it's always helpful when you need the baby to sleep.
It is, and it's beautiful. Yeah. You go up, you get the sea. The last time I did it, the sun was setting, and then you can look over at the harbour, and I could see the stadium and the rugby was on, and it was really nice. I love doing that.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, that's lovely. And fond memories. They're 14 and 16 now, but absolutely, I had my own favourite route as well.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah.
Rear vision mirror working. Asleep.
And then when they fall asleep, you can actually put your own music on, because I'm not allowed to do that.
Days. You don't have to listen to the Wiggles when they're asleep.
I'm a big Wiggles fan, though. I won't lie. Sometimes I keep her music on even when she's fallen asleep.
Paul and I were known to do that. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Love a bit of big red car.
Yeah. Fruit salad.
Yummy.
Billie, we have a question that most people struggle with, but I think you've probably pondered this one.
Okay.
Is there a Dunedin legend that you've become familiar with? They might be passed away already, or they're still with us, that you could share Ocho hot chocolate while we still can because it's still around.
Yes.
Or a Spates or, you know, a glass of water, whatever it might be. Cup of tea.
Well,
and why?
They might not be a well-known legend.
No, they don't have to be.
A legend to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be my bestie, Alia, who was just amazing, amazing lady and so supportive. We met through antenatal and didn't really talk for the pregnancy, and then when the babies were born we kind of sent each other a few messages, and she's just so supportive. And you know, they say like it does take a village, and she's the ringleader of the village. She'll, you know, if you've had a bad night, she will turn up at your door with a coffee and a meal.
Nice.
I know.
That's awesome.
And I think that's pretty legendary.
It's pretty special.
You need those people, hey. So
antenatal stories are quite common.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Women coming together, experiencing this horrific thing for the first time in their lives. You're right, you don't have many words because they're all inside and you really don't want to let them out.
No, you don't know what that'll lead to.
Scary.
When will it stop?
But you're sharing this experience. And,
it's pretty crazy.
You might go aqua jogging together and see each other in your togs.
I love an aqua jog.
Then, you know, that friendship's got a great base to it, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I'd probably go for more of a Spates than a hot chocolate because I think we need a night out.
Yeah, fair enough. And you've got similar age children, obviously.
Yes, yeah.
So you'll find that friendship blossoms and grows and goes through its own ebbs and flows at very similar
So cool to see them grow up together, and they're just down the road, which is really nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's
very
awesome.
special. Legendary to me.
No, that's great. So thinking about the rest of 2024, it is, I can't believe it, the 1st of August tomorrow.
I know.
We probably won't see this online for a month or two, but that's all right. Acknowledge the point in time is this.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the year going to look like for you, Billie, for your business and for what you're up to?
Yeah, hopefully busy.
Yeah, because you're coming into the busy season, aren't you?
Yes, I mean, June and July are always, there's a lot of babies, a lot of birthdays in June and July. So yeah, that's always fun.
I think there's more in September because of New Year's Eve, but yeah.
Good to know. Yeah, and then as the months kind of start warming up, we can move into those outdoor parties and bring in some more outdoor kind of games and whip out the bubble machines and get those going. So yeah, that'll be really fun. I think we're gonna probably focus on a lot of content creation. Yeah, kind of.
Where it's at.
It's where it's at, and it's tricky to do.
Video.
Reels.
Real short, sharp snippets.
That's it.
People having fun, demonstrating who you are and what you do.
Totally.
Get that out there.
Yeah.
Hyper targeted. Don't be spending money on going, I want to cover the whole of New Zealand and everybody that might be having a birthday, which is everybody.
Yeah.
No.
So it's great to get these tips.
Parents. And, you know, you can target parents and probably grandparents as well, because grandparents are quite influential.
Definitely.
But, yeah, that marketing doesn't need to cost a bomb. And you can do it yourself.
That's it. And it's just, I think, knowing what is useful and then kind of what to stay away from. And it's all a learning process. So I definitely do want to, like, keep up that learning through the year as we go on and kind of take stock of what's working, what's not working, what's selling, what do I need to kind of focus on and spend my time on. So I think this year's probably going to look like a whole lot of growth and maybe some more promotions. I've just been doing a $50 balloon display promotion, which has been hectic because they're quite big installs. But it's great just, you know, to get photos of it, and then we can use that later for marketing purposes. So yeah, maybe some more promotions but focused on different areas.
I love it.
So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. So lovely to meet you, Billie.
It's been fun.
You've filled my cup and given me joy about what the future's going to look like for my parties as well. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the community? I mean, we did just talk about that special, but just as a wrap-up, let them know how they can find you.
Yeah.
And why they should find you, perhaps.
Well, I think if you're busy, if you're stressed, don't really have enough time, or you don't know what to do for those parties, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Bring on Billie.
Yeah, that's it. Messages are always open. And we do a lot of custom stuff, which is really fun. It doesn't just have to be the themes that I've got on the website and on Instagram and things. Come at me with your ideas and let's make it happen.
Awesome.
At an affordable price.
Great. And your website address?
Website is www.birthdaybox.com.
Excellent.
Yeah, and
That's
the Instagram
brilliant.
and Facebook are both Birthday Box, whichever you prefer.
Lovely, and all the best, and I really look forward to seeing your growth and perhaps having a party or two.
Yay, sounds like a plan.
Thanks,
Thank you.